How's it going? I didn't really have a thought out plan today, so I just jumped in the car and headed to the creek. Of course, I always got my poles in my car, so I'm gonna grab a pole, a little bit of tackle. I'm digging around in here to see what I do have. Of course, they're calling for rain again. I have an old winter jacket here. It's waterproof, Gore-Tex. I don't know what I got in the pockets of it. I haven't even worn this since last year, but oh, there's a coffee, a little coffee in there. That'd be handy if I could find something to cook with. There's some dog bane cordage I made. The first time I ever made cordage right there. I made bow drill with it and actually got a few fires out of it, and it got pretty frayed up. But it's still strong as could be. We'll go out this fall and gather up a bunch of dog bane and make cordage. But pine pitch glue. I made that last year or two ago. Still in my jacket pocket, hard as a rock. But I might just leave that in there. There's a can of beans back here, believe it or not. So there's some food, some chips. They were in the front seat. I got my latest bush cup, old box turtle shell. Found that a few days ago. And I don't know what else in here I got I could use. Let me look up front real quick. Well, I got an empty Yoo-hoo can. I might be able to. I could use that for a cook pot to cook my coffee water. But that's about all I got. I'm gonna head down to the creek, and when I get down there, I'll get back with you. I'm a little fire going. Bugs and mosquitoes are horrible out here today. I think that'll get rid of them. But scrounge around for wood and stuff, you find these little freshwater mussel shells everywhere. I've seen people make candle holders. I've made candle holders out of them with a little piece of bark and leftover oil from frying my fish, and scoops. I've seen jewelry made out of them. Today I kind of see a spoon being made out of one. I've got, if you can haft, H-A-F-T, arrowheads and such on sticks, I should be able to do this. Make me a nice little scooper spoon. Little project. I've got a Swiss Army knife. I've got dog bane cordage, pine pitch glue. I see no reason why it can't be done. I don't know if I'm gonna get any fish today or not. I haven't got any bites yet. I've been here for about a half hour gathering stuff for the wood or fire, and just scrounging around, trying to enjoy the day out here at the creek. Let me get a little bit more comfortable here and start working on this little spoon, see what we can come up with. Rain's here. I don't know if I can get this camera set up where I can show you how I'm working on this spoon, but I want to see if it's... I'm under a big sycamore tree. It's kind of blocked me now, but it seems like every time I come out now, of course it's just because I'm off work, it's raining, but I got the stick this far along. So I'm kind of hoping to have it somewhere in there like that. This is a really good looking little mussel though. Super pearly. Rain, rain, rain. Alright guys, I got hammered by storms yesterday, and there's no way I was going to be able to video out there. So I'm back with you today doing some backyard bushcraft. I brought along my mussel shell that I was going to make the project out of, so I'm going to go ahead and do it out here. I also got this was that coffee I showed you is in my jacket pocket. It's pretty cool little pour through pouches, sits right on there, and you just warm your water and dribble it through there and make you some coffee. I got a fire going there. The pine pitch glue is warming up. Water's ready to boil. Beans are cooking. Okay, now I also went ahead and brought my pole. I want to tell you a story about that. All this is a good example of not being prepared. What happened to me yesterday. If I'd have had maybe the poncho, I don't know. The storms were horrible. Trying to get out of there, I literally ran into a deer. It was trying to find cover. But anyway, we're back with you today. I brought my pole. I want to tell you a story. Something my buddies came up with a long time ago. It's called groundhog fishing. There ain't no water around, but I'm gonna hook my line up with some vegetation, a couple little grape tomatoes, all I got with me today. And what you want to do is toss them out towards a rabbit hole or a groundhog hole. Wait for the action to start out in the backyard, wherever you're at. Here, once the crops get in, we'll do an exclusive video on that, and you'll like it. It'll be fun. But for today, I also got my cordage. So I'm gonna start working on this spoon. I really want to get it done. I thought of a million things when I got home. I started overthinking it. I've got deer antler, all kinds of things I thought about putting on there and pinning it in like a knife and everything, but I would have ended up using power tools and all that. But I want to just go through it and do it like I was going to do right down at the creek. So let's get started. Alright, this is just kind of tedious little part of notching out the end of the stick. Thankfully I have my daughter Nevaeh, my awesome daughter, helping me out with the camera today. Alright guys, I got the main notch cut out. I'm just cutting little notches, a couple little notches in the top here before the end of the main notch. I might take a little bit more out down there, but I'm just getting a couple here. Instead of actually notching out this shell to haft it on like you normally would an arrowhead or something, this is just a spoon. I'm not going to be digging nothing with it or anything, so I'm going to do what I'm going to call the pitch and pinch method. So I got this fitting on there. It'll slide in there pretty snug, and I'm gonna make a little loop out of dog bane. After I get that in there, I'm gonna get a little pitch in it. Now my pine pitch, it's heating up over there real nice. It's starting to boil actually. I'm gonna have to probably bring it back some. I don't want it too hot. And I'm gonna take a little stick, dig me a little pitch out and put in here, slide it on, get a little loop of dog bane there where I can stick a splinter in and turn that loop to tighten it down and pinch it tight. Lay that dog bane down along here, maybe cut out a little groove for the little stick to set in, and then I'll wrap it with dog bane, get a nice little pretty wrap on there, then we'll go from there. Alright, I got my little loop of dog bane started on there. Let me get some pitch out. It could be some nasty stuff. It's got a pine pitch, charcoal, and a little bit of rabbit poop in there. That's how you make your pitch. Get some of that started down in there. Alright, that's probably enough. I don't want a bunch on there. Just enough to give it a little bit of a grab hold. Let it stay warm there. This stuff's pretty old. I made it a couple years ago. It's a little bit cakey. It's probably got more times of heating and cooling than it needed. We need to make a new batch. We'll do that one day. That's pretty fun. Find an injured pine tree and get all the sap you want, but I'm gonna slide this in now. All right. That would probably be enough as is if I was just out farting around in the creek. But I'm gonna clean that pitch up a little bit. Stuff hardens fast. I need to warm it again. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is squeeze this dog bane up as close as I can there. I got them little notches there holding it in. Put my little pine pitch stick in there and twist it a couple times. Just give it that extra pinch. And then I'm gonna start wrapping it from there. Actually, I want to start me a loop up top, like that. And when I get to the top, I can feed my tag in through and then pull it out, tighten it down. Just start just like that. Get some nice tight wraps. When I'm finished with this, I'm going to clean that fray off, and I'm going to do a little beeswax on it to help preserve it. Okay. All right, I got her wound on there. Now I'm just adding a little pine pitch glue. This stuff dries so hard, it's like solid glass, but I'm just wanting to get it a nice tight fit on there. Gotta work with this stuff while it's warm. It might not be the prettiest in the world, but it's gonna be functional. That's pretty tight. Now I'm gonna put a little more up around here, and I'm gonna heat that up again and kind of smooth it out some more. That's what I got so far. It's pretty cool. Pretty strong for a spoon. Good heavy duty spoon for a bush pot, scooping maybe some deer chili or something we'll cook up in a bush pot soon. All right, I didn't want to forget about my coffee. My little Yoo-hoo pot to warm it up. Bush cup. Let that drip out. Hot. Now I'm gonna do some real final touches on this and clean this handle up. Maybe fix up this pitch a little bit better. It gets so hard on me so fast, it's really hard to work with. I'll use a candle or something to form it around a little better, but it's on there, it's really good. And my beans. Works good. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to thank Mother Nature. Subscribe if you like. It really helps keep me motivated. Thanks to all the subscribers I do have. And I'll get back with you on the next one.